happy to drop it off.
We do anything for kids, yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Learn more at feedingamerica.org, brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor coming to you from WFMCJams.com. We have another great show we want you to hear, coming to you live from the Commodore Grille, West End. You're going to be listening to Debbie Champion's Songwriter Round. Great entertainment, great shows. Make sure you check it out in person. If not, listen to it live each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at WFMCJams.com.
You are listening to WFMC Jams.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com.
Stay focused. Now that's a major key alert.
Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Today we decided to walk to school. At the corner, we waited to cross the street. The stoplight counted down. 15, 14,
31, 13.
We took a left on Carroll Garden Street. Loud music was coming from a car. Danny's a smart kid, but he gets so distracted.
There were so many other sounds, I didn't know what to focus on.
Danny, Earth to Danny. Suddenly he realized he forgot his homework again.
I left my homework on the table.
At the school steps, we hugged goodbye. I really hope he doesn't have another bad day at school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free online resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Get personalized recommendations, practical tips, daily access to experts, and more. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org. Brought to you by Understood and the Ad Council.
I spend a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain, sleet.
And now the Songwriters Round at the Commodore Grille on NSR Live.
Somebody's going to get lucky this evening. I mean, it won't be me, but somebody will probably get lucky over that song. So, are we on the radio tonight? Is that true? And on the
Yes,
internet?
we are. We're live
How cool.
with WFMCJams.com. This is Brian Howell. He comes in and donates his stuff for us. So you can be seen all over.
How about big hand my buddy Zach Day all the way from Mississippi? Give him a great big hand.
All right, I'm gonna play a love song too while we're on love, the topic of love. This song's called hell, I can't remember what it's called.
Shake it right on your mic.
Do you remember the girl you wrote it for?
I do remember.
Oh, that's
that.
good.
I'll tell you the name of it after I play it. He was a kind, keep himself, wouldn't show what was on his mind. She was a kind not to fall for his kind. Guess she couldn't help herself. Now they're spinning around in the kitchen, and she's holding tight to his hand. Guess it just takes the right woman to free a closed-minded man. His only fear was a broken heart. The scars still left to heal. She never felt that pain, never been that far. Didn't know how bad it feels. But now they're spinning around in the kitchen, and she's holding tight to his hand. Guess it just takes the right woman to free a closed-minded man. Well, he'd been home back some time. Holding back was one of his flaws. But when she came around, it just felt right. A good woman's love conquers all. And now they're spinning around in the kitchen, and he's holding tight to her hand. He knows she must be the right woman to free this closed-minded man.
And that's that day.
Closed-minded man, that's what it was called.
That's how I'd have named it. For sure. How'd I come up with that name?
Here's Bernie Nelson.
How many think there's just coffee in here? Just a show of hands. Just probably not. Her blue eyes don't shine like they used to. I guess the whiskey and smokes took the toll. Ain't it amazing what a girl can turn into when she trades a crown for her soul? Was a time when she made church with Mama, and in the choir that sang Amazing Grace. But it's been a long month of Sundays since that stained glass shone round her face. She still knows most of the words to Psalm 23, but wonders if it means a damn thing. She still got her dashboard Jesus and half a halo and one broken wing. She buried Mom next to Daddy and a child she brought into this world. You know, she turned her back on Jesus the day he took away her baby girl. But every Wednesday night she goes to meetings, stands up there and tells them her name and all her sins and her past, and if anyone asks, she just lie and say how much she's changed. She still knows most of the words to Psalm 23. Wonders if it means a damn thing. But she still got her dashboard Jesus and half a halo and one broken wing. Come on. She still knows most of the words to Psalm 23, but she wonders if it means a damn thing. But she still got her dashboard Jesus and half a halo and one broken wing. And holding on to that dashboard Jesus and half a halo and one broken wing. Half a halo.
Bernie Nelson.
You gonna do that funny tuning now?
I'm gonna do a good old family song. It's called Whiskey, Women, and Weed.
Wait, I just want to make sure that y'all know that was my happiest song of the night. I just want to know.
This might be my happy song too.
Dude, the video on this, I'm just telling you, dude. I like the song a lot, but sometimes I just turn the song off and watch the video, man. That girl is hot.
I did this video, and this part was kind of out of my control, but they had this girl in it, and she didn't have a lot of clothes on in it.
Completely out of his control, ladies and gentlemen.
Me and my girlfriend went, boy, we didn't. It was a while. Anyway, this song's called Whiskey, Women, and Weed. Whiskey, women, and weed, the three vital essentials I need. One drives my sorrows, one drives me insane, and the other's to ease my pain. Sitting right here on a stone with some hot Jim Beam in my cup, just a sitting here thinking while she's somewhere drinking, and I wonder if I'll ever get up. This long white joint in my hand is gonna help me to make a new plan. Gonna smoke it and get stoned, and I stumble back home, wake up, start over again. Whiskey, women, and weed, the three vital essentials I need. One drowns my sorrows, one drives me insane, and the other to ease my pain. Here we go. The truth is I don't give a damn about the bastard you think that I am. Well, you can love me or hate me, screw me or forsake me, but I'll still play the same hand. If you could just see what I knew, and just take one walk in my boots, you change your mind and you join me in time, and you'll sit on a stump all day too. Whiskey, women, and weed, the three vital essentials we need. One drowns our sorrows, one drives us insane, and the other's to ease our pain. One drowns my sorrows, one drives me insane, but the other's to ease Bernie's pain.
Zach Day.
It helps. I lived my life somewhere between Jack and Jesus, between Folsom prison blues, and I saw the light. And I know I'm washed in the blood, and I'm a believer. But nobody gets out of this crazy world alive. And I hope there's a honky-tonk in a heaven. And if there's a bar, I hope they've stocked it well. Well, I hope that there's a honky-tonk in a heaven. 'Cause when I get there, I'm gonna raise a little hell. That whistle blows, you know where I'll be going. Back to where those neon angels know my name. And if I die tonight, well, I know that I'm forgiven. But hey, St. Peter, now if it's all the same, well, I hope there's a honky-tonk in a heaven. And if there's a bar, I hope they've stocked it well. Well, I hope that there's a honky-tonk in a heaven. 'Cause when I get there, I'm gonna raise a little hell, here I am. Yeah, I'm gonna walk right up to old Whalen, buy him a drink and maybe bum a light. And I know dang well even Jesus likes a good time, 'cause he's the one that turned that water into wine, yes he did. And I hope there's a honky-tonk in a heaven. And if there's a bar, I hope they've stocked her well. Well, I hope that there's a honky-tonk in heaven. 'Cause when I get there, I'm gonna raise a little hell, and hell yeah. Yeah, when I get there, I'm gonna raise a little hell.
Bernie Nelson. Hey, Bernie. Do you still have your book for sale?
The book, I do have the book for sale. It's called Honky Tonk Angels. It talks about some of the biggest songs in country music, including Jerry Foster's I'll Think of Something. So, and how they came about through God's amazing grace. Thus, Honky Tonk Angels. There you go. It's out there in the World Wide Web, and I have some, and they're on my website, Amazon, Books A Million, Wally Mart, stuff like that. But so, buy them from me. It's better for me, and I like that. So.
Yeah, so go up and get it. It's a real good book. Do you have CDs for sale too?
I have CDs, and do you know cassettes are making a comeback? That's so cool.
That is cool. These.
I think they're 15. I think that's what they are. You got CDs, right?
Have them with you tonight.
It's Smoke Rises is my favorite.
Good.
Well, I'm going to play a, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, here's Zach Day.
Did he call you a goat head? That's what it sounded like to me.
I hope not.
You're a goat head is what I heard, something like that.
Well, I'm going to play this kind of bluegrass song I wrote. This friend of mine was a liquor rep in Texas, and back at this time, he was repping Jack Daniel or Jim Beam's version of Fireball. It's called Tennessee Fire, and it hadn't gone out, it wasn't available yet. And I was like, well, maybe if I write a song, like a good little jingle, I can get in on this. And but you've never heard this song, so it didn't work out. But anyway, this song's called Tennessee Fire. Over the mountain, over the hill, following away to the moonshine still. The old man's picking and the young man stirs another one drunk on the dirt floor, making that Tennessee fire. Making that Tennessee fire. Mix that mash, pour it in, keep those fires a-burning. Got another batch ready to load, take it to making that Tennessee fire. Making that Tennessee fire. Oh, man. I don't think I can do it without that one. Mix that mash, pour it in, keep those fires a-burning. Got another batch ready to load, take it to town on the back. Making that Tennessee fire. Making that Tennessee fire. Round that corner, round that bend, the lawman waiting to take us in. Give us some gas and grit your teeth. Drive by the moon and you'll stay free. Making that Tennessee fire. Making that Tennessee fire. Making that Tennessee fire. Making that Tennessee fire.
Zach Day.
I was just talking to him before we came over here. I need to change my strings.
You can unplug that guitar, Bernie, or that cord won't be in front of you.
My buddy Scott McKenzie's over there. He has the coolest place, little town I grew up in Michigan called Bay City, Michigan, called the Willow. I got my first drink in there when I was 16 years old. Can't make that up. Drinking age was 18, and I graduated from high school before they changed that law. And I had a class I taught, or I did for the newspaper and stuff. And the principal came in one night, and we were doing some homework at the bar, and he bought us a pitcher of beer. We were good buddies and stuff. I was the class president. Anyhow, we're good buddies. 2 months later, I invited him to my birthday party at that same bar. And he said, Bernie, did your folks hold you back a year or something? I said, no, why? He goes, I was in here 2 months earlier and I bought you a pitcher of beer. I said, yeah, it's called contributing to the delinquency of a minor. I'm an authority figure because I was 17 at the time, buddy. But we need to get Rico to do Tennessee Fire. I think that'd be great. Debbie, thank you for fitting us in.
I really appreciate y'all playing. It's great.
And we'll be doing a Tin Pan South round here, even though Tin Pan South can kiss our ass. Can I say that on the radio? Can I say ass on the radio? Too late now. Shit. My buddy Wynn, one time, Tom Shepard said shit in a song, and there was family in the house, and he said, man, I can't believe you said shit in front of the KIDS. I wrote this with my brother Dave Gibson. We were poor when I was young. Don't remember ever going hungry. Daddy made sure we didn't do with that. Went to school with some of these fellas that had money and I was jealous, and I didn't know then what I know now. Daddy say you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. It's what's inside that really matters. Daddy never was Cadillac kind. Said some things, glitter and shine. Taught us that love was the one thing money couldn't buy, and Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. I left home right out of high school, got me a big car and thought I was real cool, cruising around the neighborhood. I see Daddy after church on Sundays, say you have to go riding with me someday. He just said no, never understood. And he asked me how I bought it, I told him on credit, and Daddy just smiled. I'll never forget it. Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. He said some things, just glitter and shine. Taught us that love was the one thing money couldn't buy. Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. Took a while, but now I'm grown and settled down, kids of my own. And the more I give them, and the more they want. Daddy left us last November. Don't remember him ever looking better, all laid out in his Sunday best. Sure, instead of all that attention, all he'd wanted was a few words mentioned. A simple man simply laid to rest. As they drove him away in that big Cadillac, tear in my eye, and I had to laugh. 'Cause Daddy never was Cadillac kind. Said some things, just glitter and shine. Just that one time, I bet Daddy enjoyed that ride, and Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. Yeah.
Bernie Nelson. And y'all be sure to talk to him. He has an excellent book, and he has CDs for sale.
Dude.
And we got one more from Zach Day. I appreciate you playing, Zach.
Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all for having me.
How about a big hand for Zach Day? Isn't he amazing?
All right, well, like I said, I'm from Hazelhurst, Mississippi, and there isn't much to say about that place except that Robert Johnson was born there, and if you don't know who that is, he's called the father of the blues. And so I'm going to play a song that is in a chord progression that he pioneered, and it's called Down to the Station. Went down to the station. I needed something cold to drink. Went down to the station. I needed something cold to drink. I ain't had nothing but $1. Guess it's King Cobra for me. If I had a little more money, you know, I'd buy me some Miller Lite. Just a little more money, I'd buy me some Miller Lite. But I just sat here and played his blues, drinking King Cobra all night. We're down to the corner. You know, I was trying to buy some weed. Took a little walk right on down to that corner. I was trying to find some weed. But I can't find me nobody that's got the thing I need. So tired of being broke. You know, I just want something nice. I'm so damn tired of being broke. I just want something nice. Maybe a sweethearted little woman that's full of that sugar and spice. My mama died and left me. My papa went insane. My woman ran out loud with another man. That's alright. Oh, you know that's alright with me. You know that's alright with me. Gonna find me another baby. It's gonna take good care of me. Gonna take good care of me.
Zach Day.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having us. Thank you for Bernie for getting me here, and thank y'all for having me. Thank you.
Thank you, Zach Day and Bernie Nelson. Great. Zach, can you put that chord back on Bernie's? Yeah, where they won't get mixed up. Wow, that was excellent. Coming up next, we have Jerry K. Green from the Louisiana Hayride, also from the Grand Ole Opry, and A.J. Bigler.
You are now listening to NSR Live.
The Midnight Madness Show is a show dedicated to songwriters and artists alike. You never know who is going to be here or what's going to happen. So tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Sing along and have a great time hanging out with us.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor. We want to congratulate a good friend of ours, Miss Debbie Champion. She has hosted the Commodore Grille for the last 14 years. We want to thank her very much. She's been doing this for 25 years, 14 at the Commodore Grille. So make sure you get a chance to go out, check out some great live entertainment, get some great food at the Holiday Inn Commodore Grille, West End, Nashville. We'll be there with WFNC Jams each and every Sunday from 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock p.m. So come on out, support the songwriter, support the radio station. We'll see you there.
Visit us at nsrlive.us.
Hello, thank you for listening to WFMCJams.com, Internet Radio. We want to make sure that you listen to some more great music coming from Opry Mills Mall the first Saturday every month, live on WFMC Jams, hosted by PCG. It is Opry Mills Unplugged. You can hear them from 1 o'clock to 5 p.m., again, first Saturday every month, here on WFMCJams.com.
Hi, I found a toy dinosaur over on the playground by Smith Street. It had this phone number on it, and, well, I just wanted to make sure the dinosaur made it back to its little owner.
When I found the little sippy cup, I just had to give you a call.
And now the Songwriters Round at the Commodore Grille on NSR Live.
I'm going to start. You first. Wanted to write a song about dreams, but I didn't want to use the word, so here we go. Have you ever taken a drive on Mulholland Boulevard, seen those LA lights? And have you ever looked out over the interstate from the 86th floor at night? You see somewhere in those lights desperation and determination will collide. And somewhere in those lights, that collision will cause a new star to rise. And somewhere in those lights, the greatest script ever written is tapped out on a screen. He's been turned down 22 times, but he still believes it grabs you from the very first scene. Somewhere in those lights, somewhere in those lights, still I love to catch a flight and willing to leave this two-room place and visit paradise. I love the smell of the hay on my mama's front porch on an Illinois harvest night. See, I was born in the arms of love, never afraid to take a walk night or day. And the constable knows my name. He says hello as I'm on my way back to L.A. 'Cause you see, somewhere in those lights, desperation and determination will collide. And somewhere in those lights, that collision will cause a new star to rise. You see, somewhere in those lights, a vision that's much too vivid to be denied. And doubting is for fools. If mountains have to be moved, they'll be pushed aside. Somewhere in those lights, somewhere in those lights. So he's carefully tweaking scene 2 from Act 1. And his buddy next door sings a song again. He can't quite convince himself that it's done. And it goes on and on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on. Because somewhere in those lights, desperation and determination will collide. And somewhere in those lights, that collision will cause a new star to rise. Somewhere in those lights, the best and truth, the rooster, the worst and best of us all. They will test my resolve. Somewhere in those lights.
AJ Bigler.
Well, thank you very much.
And here's Jerry K. Green.
All right. That's something, AJ. Wow. I'm 87 years old. I'm the youngest of 11 kids. Just thinking about it, my oldest sibling was Nyla Joe, was born in 1910. She'd be 109 if she was alive today. But 2 years before I was born in 1931, for 4 years up to that time, 1926, 7, 8, and 9, our family it was 9 of them then, 2 of us hadn't been born yet. And they traveled all over Texas and southern Oklahoma, following the crops, they called it, picking cotton and whatever else they could do to survive. And that 2 years before I was born, 1929, was the year that my sister Nyla Joe graduated from high school. And she had started writing diaries. And for her own personal reasons, she journaled the rest of her life, but destroyed all of them except that 1929 diary before she died. And her son made copies of all that, of that one, the 1929 diary, for all of her siblings. And a young lady down in Montgomery, Donna D. Brown, and I wrote a song based on that diary I want to sing for you tonight. Kind of about how life was for poor folks, country folks, 100 years ago in Texas and Oklahoma. Sitting on the porch with Mr. Green from 2 doors down, talking about how hard things are getting in our town. Then he said, I've got a diary from my sister, Nyla Joe. of tough times young folks today ain't never known, like moving from town to town, 'cause work's hard to find, and picking cotton with blistered hands, just trying to survive. Nyla Joe, back in 1929, growing up in Oklahoma in the Great Depression time. Oldest of 11, she carried a heavy load, written on those pages years ago by Nyla Joe. Senior year in high school, her heart was filled with dreams, but she had to help at home. Knew she couldn't leave, had no TV, no lights, no bathroom indoors. Got heat from a wood stove, did laundry on a washboard. Most of their clothes were homemade from feed and flour sacks. She sewed her own prom dress, light lavender, white sash. Nyla Joe, back in 1929, growing up in Oklahoma in the Great Depression time. Oldest of 11, she carried a heavy load, written on those pages years ago by Nyla Joe. When I flip a switch and lights go on, it always takes me back. I think about that young girl riding by kerosene lamp in a small two-room shack. Nyla Joe, back in 1929, growing up in Oklahoma in the Great Depression time. Oldest of 11, she carried a heavy load, written on those pages years ago by Nyla Joe. Nyla Joe, oh, Nyla Joe, 1929, Nyla Joe, the Great Depression time, Nyla Joe, Nyla Joe. Thank you.
Jerry K. Green.
Thank you.
And here's AJ Bigler.
All right, yeah, the longer I live, the more I come to understand that we stand on the shoulders of giants, and not all of them were famous. Nyla Joe is probably one that you'd have to count in on that. Anyway, what am I going to do? All right, here's my happy song.
Here you go.
I think. Well, I'm strolling along, living the dream, talking to trees, life's as good as it seems, so I know, yes I know, life is good. Yeah, once in a while I'll get a stone in my shoe. It causes me pain, but I know what to do. Set a spell and turn my shoe upside down. You see, in the end, everything will be fine. So if it ain't fine, that must mean it can't be the end. That's the message I send to all of my friends. Well, some look at me as if I am insane. They look at me and say, man, watch the news. Even so, I, dear my friend, remain saying life is good. And I cannot control what the powerful do. But in my head, I know I can choose, so I know, yes, I know that life is good. Yeah, in the end, everything will be fine. So if it ain't fine, that must mean it can't be the end. That's the message I send to all of my friends. Now there's no doubt I see the world through rose-colored glasses, but in the end we all choose the pair we're gonna wear. So I'm strolling along, living the dream, talking to trees. Life's as good as it seems, 'cause I know that life is good. You are good. Kittens are good. And puppies are good. And you are fantastic.
AJ Bigler.
Thank you very much.
Did you say puppies are good? Okay. Well,
Jerry K. Green.
I got a song. Not a puppy, but a dog that I adopted from a. Yeah, it was a puppy that got to grow up, yeah. And I adopted him from a rescue group, and we had 6 years together before he developed inoperable cancer, and I had to let him go. But his life was very special to me, and in his death, I got this song that Jan Buckingham and I wrote about it, and I want to sing it for you now. One day my son, someone say, dogs don't go to heaven. He asked me if I knew that what he heard was true. Then he said, if they don't, I want to go where they went. I said, no, that isn't so. Dogs go to heaven too. Just this side of heaven and wide, that separates us from our loved ones on the other side. High above is a magic arch called Rainbow Bridge. All good pets and people make them march across it. Those who've gone ahead will be waiting on a heavenly ridge to reunite forever when we cross Rainbow Bridge. Rainbow Bridge. One day my son rescued a dog. The shelter called him Barkley. The two of them became best friends. They laughed and played for years. When Barkley died, it made me cry. I told him I'm so sorry. He said, Dad, don't be so sad, and wiped away my tears. 'Cause just this side of heaven is a river deep and wide that separates us from our loved ones on the other side. High above is a magic arch called Rainbow Bridge. All good pets and people make them march across it. Those who've gone ahead will be waiting on a heavenly ridge to reunite forever when we cross Rainbow Bridge. It would not be Christmas without a Santa Claus, and it wouldn't feel like heaven if there were no cats and dogs. Just this side of heaven is a river deep and wide that separates us from our loved ones on the other side. High above is a magic arch called Rainbow Bridge. All good pets and people make them march across it. Those who've gone ahead will be waiting on a heavenly ridge to reunite forever when we cross Rainbow Bridge. Those who've gone ahead will be waiting on a heavenly ridge to reunite forever when we cross Rainbow Bridge. Rainbow Bridge. Thank you.
Jerry K. Green.
And if you can believe in the spirit of Santa Claus, you can believe in the Rainbow Bridge. There you go.
I agree with that. We got one more from A.J. Bigler.
This cold weather has not been treating my guitar well. All right, I'd like to write a song about, I did write a song about the times. Light a candle in the bedroom. Turn the phone off, lock the door. Put Sinatra on the stereo. Like we used to do before. Watch the shadows as they dance. Gently say what's on your mind. I will be right here beside you. Leave your fears far behind. But things have changed, and the world's gone crazy. But you're still a woman, and I'm still a man, and love is all, and love is right. And the magic that's between us can never be wrong, especially tonight. No, there's not much we can do about the madness all around. But if we know in these four walls, love can be found. And there are those that try to tell us that the love of God is gone. I'm here to tell you now, they could not be more wrong. Yes, things have changed, and the world's gone crazy. But you're still a woman, and I'm still a man, and love is all. Yes, we know and love is right, and the magic that's between us can never be wrong. Especially tonight. You and I will agree, if there is to be a difference, it will begin with you and me. 'Cause love is all, and love is right, and the magic that's between us can never be wrong, especially tonight. And the magic that's between us can never be wrong, especially tonight.
A.J. Bigler.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, A.J. And we got one more from Jerry K. Green.
All right. Got another dog song.
Love the dog song.
Well, this first lesson about songwriting is write what you know about, right? I knew about my sister Nyla Joe, and I knew about my dog, and I knew about this dog. In my song, I say it's my little dog, but it wasn't my little dog. It belonged to the children of my best friend. But it's a true story about a real, three-legged, tree-climbing, singing dog who got me on the Grand Ole Opry for 40 performances back 50 years ago. I've updated the song to answer a couple of questions that were not in the original version. And I just gave Debbie a brand new CD tonight. I have had a producer, because this song is not just a kid's song or a country song or whatever. I've got a new CD that hadn't even been publicized yet, just got it in. I gave Debbie a copy. It's called Tripod Legacy 13 in Roman numerals. Tripod Legacy 13 because it contains this song in 13 different genres by different people. I'm only singing one of them. And bonus tracks at the end of a little 30-second of Tripod singing himself, and then my original version of it. But here's the way I do it now that's on this new CD. My little dog has only 3 legs, but he never whimpers and he never begs. He doesn't know he's disabled, you see. From his point of view, he's got more legs than me. You ought to see that dog when he runs. He looks like a bullet just fired from a gun. 3 little feet go spinning like wheels. Wherever I go, he is right at my heels. If you think you've got troubles you can't overcome, don't sit like a bump on a log. You could do twice as much if you tried half as hard as Tripod the 3-legged dog. Out in the yard there stands an old tree. It grows at a slant of some 60 degrees. Tripod backs up and builds up his speed, then climbs up the trunk like a coon that's been treed. He jumps to the ground and circles the yard, pacing the fence like a soldier on guard. When he sees the postman walk up with the mail, he growls like a tiger but waggles his tail. If you think you've got troubles you can't overcome, don't sit like a bump on a log. You could do twice as much if you tried half as hard as Tripod the 3-legged dog. He lost a leg when hit by a car, losing that battle but winning the war. He's a survivor and he loves to sing. His favorite song is Good Night, Irene. If you think you've got troubles you can't overcome, don't sit like a bump on a log. You could do twice as much if you tried half as hard as Tripod the 3-legged dog. You could do twice as much if you tried half as hard as Tripod the 3-legged dog. Yeah, you could. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you,
Jerry. Jerry K. Green. Jerry K. Green. And that was A.J. Bigler. Great job, y'all. Okay, coming up next, we have Beverly Bentley and the Mighty Train Wrecks.
You are now listening to NSR Live.
The Midnight Madness Show is a show dedicated to songwriters and artists alike. You never know who is going to be here or what's going to happen. So tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Sing along and have a great time hanging out with us.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor. We want to congratulate a good friend of ours, Miss Debbie Champion. She has hosted the Commodore Grille for the last 14 years. We want to thank her very much. She's been doing this for 25 years, 14 at the Commodore Grille. So make sure you get a chance to go out, check out some great live entertainment, get some great food at the Holiday Inn Commodore Grille, West End, Nashville. We'll be there with WFNC Jams each and every Sunday from 7 o'clock till 11 o'clock p.m. So come on out, support the songwriters, support the radio station. We'll see you there.
Visit us at nsrlive.us.
Hello, thank you for listening to WFMCJams.com, Internet Radio. We want to make sure that you listen to some more great music coming from Opry Mills Mall the first Saturday of every month, live on WFMC Jams, hosted by PCG. It is Opry Mills Unplugged. You can hear them from 1 o'clock to 5 p.m., again, first Saturday every month, here on WFMCJams.com.
Hi, I found a toy dinosaur over on the playground by Smith Street. It had this phone number on it, and, well, I just wanted to make sure the dinosaur made it back to its little owner.
When I found the little sippy cup, I just had to give you a call. It's for a kid, you know?
I know my son gets super attached to the smallest things, even a fire truck, and I'd be happy to drop it off.
We do anything for kids, yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Learn more at feedingamerica.org, brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor coming to you from WFMCJams.com. We have another great show we want you to hear, coming to you live from the Commodore Grille, West End. You're going to be listening to Debbie Champion's Songwriter Round. Great entertainment, great shows. Make sure you check it out in person. If not, listen to it live each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. on WFMCJams.com.
Thank
you. You are listening to WFMC Jams.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com.
Stay focused. Now that's a major key alert.
Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common.
And now the Songwriters Round at the Commodore Grille on NSR Live.
Who's going first here?
Go ahead, Deborah.
I'll go first. Yeah, I want you to play. I'm in that A minor. Do that again. Oh, why you wanna give me them blues? Oh, why you wanna give me them blues? I ain't nothing but love on you, baby. Why you wanna give me? Why you wanna give me them blues? Why you wanna do me like that? Oh, why you wanna do me like that? Oh, I give and I give, but you won't give back. Why you wanna do me? Why you wanna do me like that? Oh, if I wasn't in love with you, I wouldn't be trying. That walk away after all this time makes me feel like dying. Freight train. Keep talking. Wouldn't be trying now to walk away after all this time. Makes me feel like dying. Oh, is this the way you want it to be? Oh, is this the way you want it to be? Set you straighter, I can set you free. Is this the way you want it? Is this the way you want it to be? Now why you wanna give me them blues? Oh, why you wanna give me them blues? I ain't done nothing but love on you, baby. Why you wanna give me? Why you wanna give me? Why you wanna give me them blues?
Beverly Penley.
Thank y'all so much.
Good job,
Y'all
Ann.
are too kind.
And here's Jamie Floyd.
This one's going to be in D.
Okay.
Ordinary Angels thing.
Okay.
She tucked the newborn in to protect her from the wind as the people hurried by above the swirling Cumberland. Only God knew they were jumping 150 feet below the bridge on Shelby Street. A miracle unfolded for everyone to see. In 1956, Nashville, Tennessee, God's ordinary angels flew in on Christmas Eve. And Jack Knox was a drafter, heard there was a baby in the water, fully clothed with his shoes on, dove in thinking, what if that was my baby daughter? Yes, it was a baby. Mr. Hogue was waiting as he fought to bring her in. On the bridge there was a shout as the woman gave out, frozen and exhausted. Jack went back in again. Baby Judy and Marguerite now have lived their lives complete. Was it divine intervention or an athletic feat? God knows. It was a victory so sweet. 150 feet below the bridge on Shelby Street. A miracle unfolded for everyone to see. In 1956, in Nashville, Tennessee, God's ordinary angels flew in on Christmas Eve. 150 feet below the bridge on Shelby Street, a miracle unfolded for everyone to see. 1956 in Nashville, Tennessee, God's ordinary angels flew in on Christmas Eve.
Jamie Floyd. Here's Andy Paul.
Since Beverly asked us to do this round with her, it's probably only right to do a song that I wrote with her. So
I'm going to do one next that we wrote together.
it's not an up-tempo song. I like to keep everything up, but it's one I think every woman in here would like to hear. So we'll do that.
It's a guy singing a chick tune.
He's getting in touch with his feminine side.
Hey, yes, he definitely is.
Girls like that.
I barely missed that 18-wheeler when it flashed before my eyes. Ooh, her, how I need her. It's time I realize words ain't worth a damn. It's actions, not words, that make the man. I ought to be more understanding, gentle with my words, a little less demanding, and not so tired after work. Maybe I could show her, be more willing when she wants to play. That's who I ought to be, but that ain't who I've been. I pulled over on the shoulder to catch my breath to get in. There's a real fine line between a good man and who I've been. I can't change the past, but I can change the way it ends. And I ought to be more understanding, gentle with my words, a little less demanding, not so tired after work. Maybe I could ask her about her day, be more willing when she wants to play. That's who I ought to be, but that ain't who I've been. I ought to be more understanding, gentle with my words, a little less demanding, and not so tired afterwards.
She's way too cute.
Maybe I could ask her about her day, be more willing when she wants to play. That's who I ought to be. That's who I ought to be, but that ain't who I've been.
Eddie Paul.
A little rusty on that, sorry, Beverly.
You sounded good.
Hey, that song was my first official cut. Thank you very much. On Eddie's album.
Congratulations.
That's a
we
big
ain't
deal.
We ain't got very far with it. No.
That and $1 will get you a Happy Meal at McDonald's.
That's exactly right.
Here's Miss Beverly.
Hey guys, I'm in A. And since we're doing co-writes, this is a song that I wrote with Eddie. And how it went was Eddie called me on the phone and he was like, "Hey girl, did you ever finish that song you were writing?" I was like, "I got the first verse and the chorus." And he was like, "I want to in on it." So this is how this happened. One more cigarette, another tear and another train wreck. I left Dallas in the dust of my rear view. Said I drove him to drinking, so I'm driving this Lincoln. A little asphalt therapy and I'll be brand new. When enough was enough and too much was too much. When there was nothing left, there was one thing left to lose. There's 1,000 miles of hope ahead, and I'm cruising down on no regrets. Every turn I leave memories behind. I got a homeless heart and a pair of heels. This radio knows how I feel. I'm driving him out of my mind. No, I ain't crazy yet. There's just some things I'll never forget. And I've never been one to settle for a backseat view. One more precious mile, 99 down and a reason to smile. Everything I lost, I found behind this wheel. When enough was enough and too much was too much. When there was nothing left, there was one thing left to do. There's 1,000 miles of hope ahead, and I'm cruising down on no regrets. Every turn I leave memories behind. I got a homeless heart and a pair of heels. This radio knows how I feel. I'm driving him out of my mind. When enough was enough and too much was too much. When there was nothing left, there was one thing left to do. There's 1,000 miles of hope ahead, and I'm cruising down on no regrets. Every turn I leave memories behind. I got a homeless heart and a pair of heels. This radio knows how I feel. I'm driving him out of my mind. I got a homeless heart and a pair of heels. This radio knows how I feel. I'm driving him out. Oh, I'm driving him out of my mind. That's Freight Train over there. Thank y'all so much.
Now y'all know why I need a little more elbow room, right?
And for the record, I hate Texas. I know there's a fighting words. I did live there, and I left him there.
I still see us standing there. It was late September and we was holding each other at the Roane County Fair. You know I was such a fool, and I'm sinking like a stone. Oh darling, to you I'm coming home. So roll me on over like a freight train coming down the Mississippi rail. The engine's humming like a guitar strumming, that's J.J. Cale. And that's how love's supposed to be. Annalie, yeah. Annalie, you're my redemption song. Your love has washed me like a mountain stream, you know it did. Your melody, you know it speaks to me. Let the gospel choir sing. You know I was such a fool, and now I'm rising to the light. Oh baby, hold on tight, I'm coming home tonight. Yes I am. So roll me on over like a freight train coming down that Mississippi rail. The engine's humming like a guitar strumming, that's J.J. Cale. And that's how love's supposed to be. Yeah. So roll me on over like a freight train coming down that Mississippi rail. The engine's humming like a guitar strumming, that's J.J. Cale. And that's how love supposed to be. And that's how love supposed to be. And that's how love supposed to be. Yeah. Annalie, sweet Annalie, sweet. Yeah. You know, Annalie, I don't know what's wrong with me, 'cause I left you standing there at the Roane County Fair. I got a little nervous, I got a little scared, so I came out of there, yeah. So I found myself out on the interstate, and I was flagging me down a ride. And this old boy in a big old stretched out Kenworth with dual stacks, he pulled over to the side. He said, "Where you going, boy?" I said, "Anywhere but here." So we drove all night and we talked all night by the glow of the chrome dash lights. And he dropped me off up in New York State. And he said, "If I was you, son," he said, "if I was you, son, I'd get back to that little girl." So I'm stuck here in New York City, and I'm so alone. And I decided to call that girl back on the telephone. I said, "Baby, baby, baby, I'm begging you, I'll never leave, I'll never leave, I'll never leave, I'll never leave. Sweet Annalie, 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 sweet
Jimmy Floyd. Here's Eddie Paul.
Debbie, thank you for having us tonight. We appreciate it.
And I love it.
Let me tell you, they are the Mighty Trainwrecks. Check them out online. Go see their band. Their other guitar player and the rest of their band is not here. They're winging it with me tonight. But they're awesome songwriters. They're really, really good.
The red eye whiskey and white powder line are taking a toll on my body and mind. Temporary relief runs through my veins, fades with the daylight, burns out like a flame. I can't seem to find what I'm looking for. But maybe I could if I only would for a couple drinks more. Feels good tonight, and I might regret it tomorrow. But right now I'm sure what I'm looking for is still in the bottle. The slow drip in the sink, the fan by the bed. Keep perfect time with my pounding head. There's gonna be hell to pay when morning kicks in. I swore I was done, now I've done it again. I can't seem to find what I'm looking for, but maybe I could if I only would pour a couple drinks more. Feels good tonight, and I might regret it tomorrow. But right now I'm sure what I'm looking for is still in the bottle. I can't seem to find what I'm looking for, but maybe I could if I only would for a couple drinks more. Feels good tonight, and I might regret it tomorrow, but right now I'm sure what I'm looking for is still in the bottle. But right now I'm sure what I'm looking for is still in the bottle.
Eddie Ball.
Thank you.
Good job, Eddie. And we got one more from Beverly Penley.
Thank you so much, Debbie, for having us.
Thank you, Bev. I appreciate it, girlfriend.
Great song, Eddie. Way to set up a hook. I'm in A flat, guys. All right, so far we've had a good round, but I'm going to bring it down and trash it now. You gonna play in D flat? Okay. I don't know that you've ever played this song with me. So, like, this was one of those songs that I wrote and put it back in the drawer and kept it there forever. And Eddie heard it one day and he was like, "You got to sing this song." And it hits way too close to home. And I had a girlfriend say, "Well, you can never sing the song unless you tell the story first to set it up." So, give me one moment. It won't take longer than the song. I was going through a divorce back in 2012, and I went to a counseling class, and in the class I had learned that only 3% of women, get those numbers, 3% of women ever get out of abusive, alcoholic, or addicted relationships. That's fact. What does that say about 97%? So I left that class and I was pretty overwhelmed, and I thought, I need a manicure and a pedicure, and I'm talking real fast. The story didn't take longer than the song. And I get out of my car and I walk up, and right next to my nail salon in this little strip plaza, there's a liquor store. There's a big sign in the glass window for Absolute Vodka from ceiling to floor, and I stood there and I was just overwhelmed by the sign, what I had just learned. And I thought, you know, everything we ever learn about life anyway is in a song. It's time for this one. And I looked at that Absolute Vodka sign and I thought, I'm one of the 3%. All of our promise, beauty and trust dissolved away with absolutely too much. See, bruises are proof of an absolute night. Forgive me, just won't make this right. But I held my chin like I could win. Makeup won't hide the shape I'm in. See, I could leave her right now and end all this pain and learn to love myself again. Absolutely. Me talking to me. I deserve more than this, but why can't I see? Absolutely. Me talking to me.
all this holding on's losing me. Absolutely. Well, it's gotta get better. He's gotta get well. But I gotta get myself out of this head. I know he needs me, but it's too far gone. It's crazy to be this kind of strong. But I stood my ground for another round. I'm still reeling from the ups and downs. God, how I wish this mirror would lie. Everything's breaking inside. I'm through counting those bottles, counting those cans, counting I'm sorry's, counting on him. Absolutely. Me talking to me. I deserve more than this, and now I can see. Absolutely. Me talking to me. Oh, I'm letting go, finding me. Oh, I'm letting go, finally finding me. Absolutely.
Beverly Penley.
Thank y'all so much.
Absolutely.
Freight train over here. Thank y'all. Y'all are way too kind.
Here's Sammy Floyd.
No, we're done. This is the last one. Yeah, one more.
Do two-way street if you want to.
Are you doing 1 in a million? No, I think one in a million. God, I love this song. Y'all do whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks for having me, Debbie, and Beverly, love you.
Love you.
She sat down across from me at Cafe Coco. She took my hand, she looked into my eyes. Her foot brushed my leg underneath the table. Yeah. Beyond the sun, the stars, they was all in line. I can hear her singing, love is a two-way street, and I'm tired of riding alone. If you ride with me, it'll be open wide. Love is a two-way street, it ain't a one-way road. I know you will see, it'll be alright. Oh. Remember the fire we started the Smokies. We was by the creek, slow dancing under the stars. And I think about the love we make, baby, and how the house we built, Lord, it fell apart. And I can still hear singing, love is a two-way street, and I'm tired of riding alone. If you ride with me, it'll be open wide. Oh, love is a two-way street. It ain't a one-way road. I know you will see it'll be alright. She took a ride and I was left, trying to find my way again, like a runaway truck trying to make the curve, but I'm falling off the edge. Love is a two-way street, and I'm tired of riding alone. When she rode with me, it was open wide. Love is a two-way street, it ain't a one-way road. I wish she could see it was alright. Love is a two-way street, and I'm tired of riding alone. When she rode with me, it was open wide. Hey, love is a two-way street, it ain't a one-way road. I wish she could see it was all right.
Jamie Floyd. And we got one more from Eddie Floyd.
Got one more?
Eddie Paul.
When I was a kid, the Bible and the belt kept you honest. A handshake was all you needed to seal the deal and make a promise. It was made right here in the USA with pride. And folks greeted each other on the highway with a wave and a smile. And there were two stop signs in my little town, one going in and one going out, and a crooked old rusty burnout Texaco sign. Bean fields, outnumbered parking lots, there were no street lights, no city block, and that's water under a bridge lost in time. I never dreamed I'd be catching myself missing that one-horse town. And I could use a few more of those days, but you can't turn time around. We were barefoot kids on a southern summer night, catching lightning bugs in a big backyard with an old fruit jar. I had a tackle box and a couple of new cane poles that Granddaddy gave me that same year that the good Lord called him home. And there were two stop signs in my little town, one going in and one going out, and a crooked old rusty burnout Texaco sign. Bean fields, outnumbered parking lots. There were no street lights, no city block, and that's water under a bridge lost in time. I never dreamed I'd be catching myself missing that one-horse town. And I could use a few more of those days, but you can't turn time around. Looking back on yesterday, time slipped away and it all changed. It's true what they say, nothing stays the same. Like those two stop signs in my little town, one going in and one going out, and a crooked old rusty burnout Texaco sign. Bean fields, outnumbered parking lots. On Sunday the storefront doors were locked, and that's water under a bridge lost in time. Never dreamed I'd be catching myself missing that one-horse town. I wish I could hit rewind and slow it all way down and leave a few more boot tracks on that hallowed ground. But you can't turn time around. No, you can't turn time around. Can't turn time around.
Got that major 7th happening.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Eddie
Debbie,
Paul.
for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank you, guys.
Eddie Paul, Jamie Floyd.
Thank you, Beverly.
And that was Beverly Penley. Thanks, Bernie. All right, coming up next we have one of our favorite songwriters, Mr. Jimmy Payne. Jimmy's had cuts by Dottie West, Tammy Wynette, Glenn Campbell, Charlie Pride, Cal Smith, the Glazier Brothers, Bill Anderson, Grandpa Jones, and of course, Gary Puckett and the Union Gap, the song Woman, Woman. Mr. Jimmy Payne.
You are now listening to NSR Live.
The Midnight Madness Show is a show dedicated to songwriters and artists alike. You never know who is going to be here or what's going to happen. So tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Sing along and have a great time hanging out with us.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor. We want to congratulate a good friend of ours, Miss Debbie Champion. She has hosted the Commodore Grille for the last 14 years. We want to thank her very much. She's been doing this for 25 years, 14 at the Commodore Grille. So make sure you get a chance to go out, check out some great live entertainment, get some great food at the Holiday Inn Commodore Grille, West End, Nashville. We'll be there with WFNC Jams each and every Sunday from 7 o'clock till 11 o'clock p.m. So come on out, support the songwriters, support the radio station. We'll see you there.
And now the Songwriters Round at the Commodore Grille on NSR Live.
Okay, hands off. Thank you for coming out, Jimmy.
Thank you, Debbie. This is a real old song I recorded many, many years ago. Actually, I brought this song to Nashville with me and recorded it on my first album, which Sony told me that they had just released that on Amazon.com and places like that to do digital download, so it's brand new again. Still old. At 8 o'clock, the music starts and folks are coming in. 4 long hours ahead of me, a 20-minute break at 10. All night long, there's many songs I'm asked to sing, but when I sing my most requested song, that's when my heartaches begin. My most requested song reminds me of you. Each line explains the misery you put me through, even tells how you left me and the way I cry alone. Each word becomes reality in my most requested song. As I stand and sing, I smile to hide the tears inside of me. No one knows I live the heartbreak in this melody. And just when I think I've almost driven you from my mind, someone wants to hear that sad song just one more time. My most requested song reminds me of you. Each line explains the misery you put me through. Even tells how you left me and the way I cry alone. Each word becomes reality in my most requested song. Each word becomes reality in my most requested song. Thank you. My voice is a little bit rough tonight. You can't always pick the nights you're going to play when your voice is going to be at the best. But anyway, I've had a bout with what do you call that? Sinusitis? And also bronchitis. Now, I've canceled all my other dates that I've had for the last month, but I've decided I was going to be here tonight. And
You sound great.
Going to defeat this thing.
Doesn't he sound great? Jimmy Payne. I better drink a little bit of water. That always helps. I wrote this song, a couple of friends of mine back in the 70s inspired this song. They were kind of, they were good people. One guy was always trying to figure schemes and things, how he could do things to make money and not work at the same time. And the other guy hocked his wife's wedding ring so they could go have a night on the town. The first one is in the first verse I wrote about, and the second one is in the last verse. But the song is called Wrinkles in My Rainbows. With wrinkles in my rainbows and patches on my dreams, I'm running into hard times, running out of schemes. The outcome looks no better when the income is so lean. I've got wrinkles in my rainbows, patches on my dreams. I wasted all my freedom on ways to set me free. I've given all my better thoughts to things I'll never be. Now yesterday's look better than tomorrow's I ain't seen. I've got wrinkles in my rainbows and patches on my dreams. With wrinkles in my rainbows and patches on my dreams, I'm running into hard times, running out of schemes. The outcome looks no better when the income is so lean.
wrinkles in my rainbows and patches on my dreams. The only one who loved me got tired of hanging on. A man can live on promises, but a woman needs a home. Now love has lost its feeling, and life has lost its means, and I've got wrinkles in my rainbow and patches on my dreams. With wrinkles in my rainbows and patches on my dreams, I'm running into hard times, running out of schemes. The outcome looks no better when the income is so lean. And I've got wrinkles in my rainbows and patches on my dreams. All right, thank you. Do we have any Charlie Pride fans in the house tonight? All right. I wrote this with a friend of mine by the name of Naomi Martin, and we wrote a verse and a chorus, and somehow we thought that would be long enough at first, but anyway, we didn't pitch it to Charlie right then, but Jeannie Pruitt was a friend of Naomi's and also a friend of mine, and she heard the song and she wanted to do it. She said, I think it's finished. But anyway, Naomi and I still haggled over another verse. But before Jeannie went ahead and recorded it, and we were going to pitch it then to Charlie Pride after we wrote this new verse, this wonderful new verse. And so we never got a chance to pitch it to Charlie. He heard Jeannie Pruitt's version of it, and so he went in the studio and recorded it. I don't know what we ever did with that second verse, but I guess we didn't need it. Some songs just need one verse and a chorus, I reckon. Anyway, it goes like this. It was the #1 record for Charlie back in 1976. My eyes can only see as far as you. I've stopped searching all the faces in the crowd, and I don't ever want to find somebody new. I'm content with loneliness if you're not in my arms, 'cause my eyes can only see as far as you. My heart is set on loving you forever, and your love is strong enough to see me through. It'll keep me holding on to you forever, 'cause my eyes can only see as far as you. My heart is set on loving you forever, and your love is strong enough to see me through. It'll keep me holding on to you forever, 'cause my eyes can only see as far as you. Yes, my eyes can only see as far as you.
Love
Thank
that
you.
song. Jimmy Payne.
You'll have to dock me, Debbie, for these breaks I take in the middle of it.
That's okay. We all drink water. You sound awesome, Jimmy.
Awful, did you
I
say?
said awesome.
Oh, well. I just wanted to hear you
Big
say
difference.
it again.
Let's hear the other.
I'm going to do another real traditional song. This is one of my favorites that I've written. It's in an album or CD of mine called Pieces of Life. No, wait. I tuned down tonight so I could hit the high notes a little better. I know you're thinking I dressed down too, probably. It's 6 p.m. in Denver, and the sun is going down. It's 1 a.m. in your world, in a flat in London town. I wonder if you're happy, and if I ever cross your mind. What time is it in your world when it's crying time in mine? Soon the morning sun will wake you in the arms of your new love. Alone here in the darkness, I'm still aching for your touch. Our worlds are just as different as in darkness and sunshine. What time is it in your world when it's crying time in mine? There's more than just an ocean separating you and me. There's the warmness of your new love, and then there's our old memory. I could fly across the ocean, but I can't turn back the time. What time is it in your world when it's crying time in mine? What time is it in your world when it's crying time in mine? Thank you. Y'all are a great audience tonight. I guess everybody that writes has a favorite song, and it don't have to be the biggest song you ever wrote to be your favorite one. But I guess this is my favorite, and not because I wrote it by myself, but I was on tour in England when I came up with it. I was talking to a guy that was driving me around. He was actually booked me on the dates as well. And one thing led to another, and I just came out with this title. And he said, "Great, let's write it, Jimmy." And I said, "Well, let's not be so quick. Let me think about it a while and let it gel." And I waited till I got back home. And 1/5 of July, after I'd had a successful tour over there, I was in my office on Music Row, and I had called about everybody I could think of that day, and I didn't get one call back. I guess the 5th of July is still a holiday to Music Row. But anyway, this is a favorite song of all of them that I've written. Tom Paul and the Glazer Brothers had a single on it. I had a single before that. And Cal Smith had it on the B-side of a hit record. But it's never been a number one.
You need to tell them about them reissuing your CD.
Pardon me?
The reissue of your CD.
I did bring a few. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, how much are they?
$10.
Good, that's
not for all of them. I nearly made it all the way to work this morning, then I changed my mind. There's an empty feeling in my soul that's crying from a life of marking time. And I don't know if it's too late to find success, or if my life can take the change. But I'm not getting any younger, and I'm feeling the weight of my chains. And my woman waits at home for me inside the safety of an aging dream. And she goes on believing in some promises that she ain't ever seen. And it would break her heart if she knew how my thoughts are tortured by the strain. God knows that I love her, but I'm feeling the weight of my chains. And I'm not looking for a pot of gold beyond some faded rainbow in the sky. I'm just trying hard to feed a hungry dream that's trying hard to stay alive. But sometimes I feel like giving up when all my efforts seem in vain. But somehow I'll keep on trying. I'm just feeling the weight of my chains. Lord knows I'll keep on trying. I'm just feeling the weight of my chains. Thank you, Debbie. How much time we got?
Enough time for about one more.
All right.
And I appreciate you coming out, Jimmy. You'll be sure to go up and talk to him and buy a CD.
This by far has been my biggest song. It's also the hardest song I sing. I always pray that the Lord won't let me wind up sounding like alfalfa on those high notes. Sometimes I'm on my own on it. Let's see, this will get away with you quick, this song will. Maybe that'll work. I wrote this song with my buddy Jim Glazer about 5 months after I moved to Nashville, which was late '66. And I think we wrote this song February of '67. And we worked all night on it and worked another whole night on a bridge. And we were actually writing this song for me, and I took it to my producer, Billy Sherrill at Epic Records. And he said, well, it's already long enough. You don't need that old bridge. I don't think he said old. He had another word that started with a D, but he was talking about my bridge. But anyway, we actually wrote this song for me, and my record came out and was playing out in Los Angeles. Glenn Campbell was hearing it on the radio, and he called the radio station, KLAC, and asked them if they had an extra copy of the song, and so they got together on it somehow. Glenn had also found, by the time I get to Phoenix, and his good friend, I'm trying to think of his name now. It's his good friend, not mine, but at Columbia Records, Jerry Fuller, that's who it was. But anyway, he had just signed Gary Puckett and the Union Gap and didn't have anything to record on them, so Glenn said, why don't you record this song on your boys? And so he did, and I'm mighty happy that it worked out that way. But Glenn actually did put his version of it out in an album as well, and it's been recorded. I don't know actually how many times it's been recorded, but it would be hundreds, and translated in, I think, 10 or 12 different languages. Actually, it's been a hit almost all over the world, and if I can sing it tonight, it goes like this.
Have you got cheating on your mind? On your mind. Something's wrong between us that your laughter cannot hide, and you're afraid to let your eyes meet mine. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. And lately, when I love you, I know you're not satisfied. Woman, woman, have you got cheating on your mind, on your mind? I've seen the way men look at you when they think I don't see, and it hurts to have them think that you're that kind. I hate to have to say it, but that looks all over you. Oh, man. Oh, man. Have you got cheating on your mind, on your mind? A woman wears a certain look when she is on the move, and a man can always tell what's on her mind. I hate to have to say it, but that looks all over you. Woman, woman, have you got cheating on your mind? Almost didn't make it at that. Hey, thank you guys. You have absolutely been wonderful tonight.
Do we have time?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
Well, thank you so much. Maybe I'll get alfalfa out this time. There was a touch of it in that one, I'll tell you. I've got a song I've been working on a record on. I don't know when I'll put it out. It did come out one time, and I wasn't really happy with it, and so I didn't promote it. But it came out as a single, but I'm working on a new album, and hopefully this will be in it. I was Skyping with a friend of mine in Belgium, his name is Marnix Vervat. I had met when I was on tour over, and I did a thing in Antwerp one night, and he and his wife were out, and later we became actually friends. A few years ago, we even started Skyping together. That was at a time I still called it Skypey. My daughter said, sounded like she put a T in my name when she said, Tad, it's Skype. But I didn't know, you know. It's still on my computer, though. I still know how to do it. But Marnix said, Jimmy, I'd like to write a song with you. And I said, what would we write about? And he said, about a time machine. And I said, well, Marnix, I don't know anything about a time machine. I think he'd been watching some of those episodes of Back to the Future. And he was primed and ready. But anyway, he said, no, I'm not talking about a way to jump in a machine and go back in time. I'm just talking about going back in time in your mind. And I said, well, I ought to be able to do that because I live in the past all the time anyway, half the time. I don't really. I'm not plugged in. But this is called On the Wings of a Song. I don't need a time machine to get me where I'm going, 'cause there's an old song that can take me all the way. And when the music of my life plays gently on my heartstrings, it's like an invitation for a trip to yesterday. And I can play in the playground of my memory, steal away to a place I once called home. Let me dance to the music that my heart sings, and I can always get there on the wings of a song. Sometimes I close my eyes when this old world gets heavy and drift away to some old favorite time when love for me was new and life uncomplicated. I still love to go there, if only in my mind. And I can play in the playgrounds of my memory, steal away to a place I once called home. Let me dance to the music that my heart sings, and I can always get there on the wing of a song. I can always get there on the wings of a song.
Jimmy Payne.
Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Great job, Jimmy. Thank you. Coming up next, we got Alan Webb and the Garnets.
You are now listening to NSR Live.
The Midnight Madness Show is a show dedicated to songwriters and artists alike. You never know who is going to be here or what's going to happen. So tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Sing along and have a great time hanging out with us.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor. We want to congratulate a good friend of ours, Miss Debbie Champion. She has hosted the Commodore Grille for the last 14 years. We want to thank her very much. She's been doing this for 25 years, 14 at the Commodore Grille. So make sure you get a chance to go out, check out some great live entertainment, get some great food at the Holiday Inn Commodore Grille, West End, Nashville. We'll be there with WFNC Jams each and every Sunday from 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock p.m. So come on out, support the songwriter, support the radio station. We'll see you there.
Visit us at nsrlive.us.
Hello, thank you for listening to WFMCJams.com, Internet Radio. We want to make sure that you listen to some more great music coming from Opry Mills Mall the first Saturday of every month, live on WFMC Jams, hosted by PCG. It is Opry Mills Unplugged. You can hear them from 1 o'clock to 5 p.m., again, first Saturday every month, here on WFMCJams.com.
Hi, I found a toy dinosaur over on the playground by Smith Street. It had this phone number on it, and, well, I just wanted to make sure the dinosaur made it back to its little owner.
When I found the little sippy cup, I just had to give you a call. It's for a kid, you know?
I know my son gets super attached to the smallest things, even a fire truck, and I'd be happy to drop it off.
We do anything for kids, yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Learn more at feedingamerica.org, brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor coming to you from WFMCJams.com. We have another great show we want you to hear, coming to you live from the Commodore Grille, West End. You're going to be listening to Debbie Champion's Songwriter Round. Great entertainment, great shows. Make sure you check it out in person. If not, listen to it live each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. on WFMCJams.com.
You are listening to WFMC Jams.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Stay focused.
And now the Songwriters Round at the Commodore Grille on NSR Live.
Probably good.
Okay, y'all give it up. We have Alan Webb and the Garnetts. Adam and Garnett.
Okay, we're going to start then. This is a song we wrote in 1968. This is called Red Brick House.
That's the wrong year.
One. I meant 2018. 1, 2, 1. Packed my bags and put my stuff on a U-Haul truck. Drove and way down south of the interstates. Took my wife and left my dog Suzanne behind. My mother cried and my father yelled, "Be safe!" Once a year I head back home to say hello, but the visit is only good for 3 long days. My folks watch TV all day from 8 to 8. It gets a little old, what can I say? I made Tennessee my home with my sweetheart. We bought ourselves a big old red brick house. Some days it's hard to get along, but most days we're okay, 'cause that red brick house is where I wanna stay. Let's hear that piano. I love Southern cooking, I love grits. Cornbread, country fried steak, well, that's the best. Hot chicken, black-eyed peas, and good old baked beans, too. We got it pretty good here, ain't that the truth? Many old friends now live far away. LA, Chicago, and near the Empire State. My wife and I may visit them from time to time. but we like to visit new friends who live nearby. Made Tennessee my home with my sweetheart. We bought ourselves a big old red brick house. Some days it's hard to get along, but most days we're okay, 'cause that red brick house is where I want to stay. 'Cause the red brick house is where I want to stay. I love it here and I think I'm gonna stay.
The Garnets. Adam and Garnett is Alan Webb.
There we go. Well, if there's any single guys in the house, listen to this one. It may help you get a girl. I walked right up to her and I said, "Hey babe." She said, "I ain't your babe." Guess her little sharp reaction gave her some satisfaction. She said, "So what do you do?" I said, "I like working out. You ought to see what I can bench press. I even build my own furniture when I'm off on the weekends. That is, when I ain't putting food on plates at a homeless shelter." She was laughing so hard I thought I was gonna have to help her. How to get a girl, sometimes it isn't easy. It's really tough making up stuff when they don't believe me. That doctor, lawyer, movie star line is overrated. I think I'm gonna give the truth a whirl. Maybe that's how to get a girl. So I fessed up and told her I work at a hardware store. And turns out she likes a guy that works with his hands. I mean, what else are hands for? And we've been out like 6 times now, and she thinks I'm perfect. I ain't told her one white lie, no, 'cause it ain't worth it. How to get a girl, sometimes it isn't easy. It's really tough making up stuff when they don't believe me. That doctor, lawyer, movie star line is overrated. Oh yeah, I did. I gave the truth a whirl. Maybe that's how to get a girl. So I walk up to her now and I say, "Hey," you know what she says to me? She says, "Hey babe, how to get a girl, sometimes it isn't easy. It's really tough making up stuff when they don't believe me. That doctor, lawyer, movie star line is overrated." I did, I gave the truth a whirl. That's how to get a girl, how to get a girl. Just tell her the truth, man. How to get a girl, how to get a girl. That's what I did. How to get a girl, how to get a girl. You don't have to lie. How to get a girl. That's how you get a girl.
And that's Alan Webb. Here's the Garnets.
All right, how's everybody doing tonight? I think our friend Bert just took off another great pianist who was on the cruise ship, and hi there to Larry, a fellow friend, co-writer, songwriter at Commodore. And this song is a song from my album called Let the Sun Take Over, from my Latin pop album. Okay. Let the sun take over, leave all your worries behind. No use crying. Take a walk on the beach in the sand where it feels so nice. The sun is shining for me and you. Never thought I could make you laugh out loud. Make your sadness vanish just as fast as it came down. Let the tears on your eyes just disappear. There's no use crying over what we cannot stop. Let the sun take over and leave all your worries behind. No use crying. Oh, 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 oh. Take a walk on the beach in the sand where it feels so nice. The sun is shining for me and you. When you need someone to understand, everything ain't going down the way you seem to plan. I know what you're feeling, yes I know, 'cause I go through the same thing that you're going through. So let the sun take over, leave all your worries behind. No use crying. Take a walk on the beach in the sand where it feels so nice. The sun is shining for me and you.
Garnett's.
Thank you.
Great job, y'all.
My inspiration from Brazil samba.
I felt like I was on a cruise ship there for a while.
Yeah.
I wrote this song with a couple of my buddies, Travis Dukes and Aaron Barber, and we all claimed that we wrote it about our wives, so it's called 10. She can catch a tic-tac on her tongue from across the room while she's laughing. She can say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious backwards. She's a slice of heaven with smiling eyes, looking like a model in a magazine. Can't even tell she ain't wearing L'Oreal or Maybelline. Everybody says 10, she's a 10. And I'm gonna say this again. More than a pretty face or a number, and I ain't afraid to say I love her. When you look at her, a 10 might be all you see, but she turns it up to way past 10 for me. Take nothing from no one, she'd give you the shirt off her back. I remember she punched my arm and said, in your dreams, the first time I asked. Oh, she kills looks in a little black dress or a tie-dye getting all hippie. Yeah, all I know is everywhere we go, I love it when she's there with me. Everybody says 10, she's a 10. And I'm gonna say this again. She's more than a pretty face or a number, and I ain't afraid to say I love her. When you look at her, a 10 might be all you see, but she turns it up to way past 10 for me. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a lucky guy. That's why, I guess that's why everybody says 10, she's a 10. Yeah, I'm gonna say this again. She's more than a pretty face or a number, and I ain't afraid to say I love her. When you look at her, a 10 might be all you see, but she turns it up to way past 10 for me. She can catch a tic-tac on her tongue from across the room while she's laughing.
Great job there, Alan Webb. And we got one more from the Garnets.
Thank you, Debbie. And I wanted to let everybody know I've been working on my catalogs, building my catalogs for film and TV pitches. So this is one song called Lost in a City that I just wrote the other few days ago. All right, here we go. Here comes the rainstorm, and now the hailstorm. The air is cold as the wind blows strong. The snow is scattered every inch you turn, in all directions that you walk. It must be peaceful to feel unstoppable, all alone in a place that is so unfamiliar. Like a stranger finds his way through the darkest night, it'll all turn out alright. Lost in a city, the best feeling I've ever known. Alone to wander, lost all the senses of worries and fears. Lost in the city, won't be the first and the last I know. Alone to wonder what lies ahead in the future untold. I've moved around the world to be adventurous. If I'd done it before, I could do it again, only to find you might not know hardly anybody there. If I knew someone, one or two at the most, I will knock at your door, I will stand on my own. Like a winding maze that keeps you on your toes, I can make it on my own. Lost in a city, best feeling I've ever known. Alone to wonder, lose all your senses of worries and fears. Lost in a city, won't be the first and the last I know. It makes me wonder what lies ahead in the future untold. I don't mind roaming all around me. Above me a sky so vast, so round. If one can make their history in a town that's been around for centuries, I wanna be part of the sound, sound, sound. Oh, the sound. Lost in a city, the best feeling I've ever known. Alone to wonder, lose all your senses of worries and fears. Lost in a city, won't be the first and the last I know. Alone to wonder what lies ahead in the future untold. Oh, lost in city, yeah, the best feeling I've ever known. Alone to wonder what lies ahead in the future untold. Oh, the best feeling I've ever known. Alone to wonder what lies ahead in the future untold. Future untold.
The Garnets. Great job, y'all. Adam and Garnett. And we got one more from Alan Webb.
Thank you, Debbie, for having us all out.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
everybody sticking around.
What a writer's night.
Well, I love that Jimmy Payne, don't you? Man, he's awesome.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, give him a hand. Give him a hand. He's great. I love him. Every time he plays, I love him. Well, as songwriters, sometimes we just make stuff up, but sometimes we write songs about life experiences. And this next song I wrote about, it was actually an old Studebaker that was in the backyard and weeds all growed up around it, 4 flat tires. But I used to sit in the front seat of that thing and just, man, cram that shifter up and down and punch on the gas pedal. And so it's kind of what that's about. But nope, it was too hard to rhyme with Studebaker, so I changed it to CJ7. Okay, so
We used to have a Studebaker on the farm.
did you? And some people probably don't even know what a Studebaker is.
I do.
Yeah, okay.
Studebaker flatbed.
Yeah, there you go. Grass all growed up around 4 flat tires. That's where I always played. I was 10. I was doing about 85 in that old CJ. One hot summer day, Mama kept calling. She should have known where I'd be. When Dad got home, he just laughed, 'cause there I was asleep at the wheel. And that CJ7 took the blame. Told him we got stuck on a dusty lane. Ran out of gas, had a flat, yeah man, she was steaming hot. Yeah, that old Jeep never let me down. She always quit just outside of town, but I think she liked our game. That old CJ7 always took the blame. Dad handed me an old set of keys the day I turned 16. 3 months later, she looked like new after tires and paint and grease. Angel Price was my first date. We got a little carried away. Her Her daddy was waiting at her front door, but I don't think he bought what I had to say. That CJ7 took the blame, told him we got stuck on a dusty lane. Ran out of gas, had a flat, yeah man, she was steaming hot. And that old Jeep never let me down. She always quit just outside of town, but I think she liked our game. That old CJ7 always took the blame. As I coasted into the drive, I knew that I was dead. Well, I told Dad what happened. It worked for me and that's all he said. That CJ7 took the blame, told him we got stuck on a dusty lane. Ran out of gas, had a flat, yeah man, she was steaming hot. And that old Jeep never let me down. She always quit just outside of town, but I think she liked our game. That old CJ7 always took the blame. That old CJ7. That old CJ7.
And there's Alan Wheel.
Thank you.
Good job, Alan. And the Garnetts. Garnett and Adam.
Thank you very much.
Awesome job, y'all.
Debbie.
Okay, we have one more round tonight. Y'all give a nice welcome. Jan Shim, Terry Calderon, Debbie Robin.
You are now listening to NSR Live.
The Midnight Madness Show is a show dedicated to songwriters and artists alike. You never know who is going to be here or what's going to happen. So tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Sing along and have a great time hanging out with us.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor. We want to congratulate a good friend of ours, Miss Debbie Champion. She has hosted the Commodore Grille for the last 14 years. We want to thank her very much. She's been doing this for 25 years, 14 at the Commodore Grille. So make sure you get a chance to go out, check out some great live entertainment, get some great food at the Holiday Inn Commodore Grille, West End, Nashville. We'll be there with WFNC Jams each and every Sunday from 7 o'clock till 11 o'clock p.m. So come on out, support the songwriters, support the radio station. We'll see you there.
Visit us at nsrlive.us.
Hello, thank you for listening to WFMCJams.com, Internet Radio. We want to make sure that you listen to some more great music coming from Opry Mills Mall the first Saturday of every month, live on WFMC Jams, hosted by PCG. It is Opry Mills Unplugged. You can hear them from 1 o'clock to 5 p.m., again, first Saturday every month, here on WFMCJams.com.
Hi, I found a toy dinosaur over on the playground by Smith Street. It had this phone number on it, and, well, I just wanted to make sure the dinosaur made it back to its little owner.
When I found the little sippy cup, I just had to give you a call. It's for a kid, you know?
I know my son gets super attached to the smallest things, even a fire truck, and I'd be happy to drop it off.
We'd do anything for kids, yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Learn more at feedingamerica.org, brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor coming to you from WFMCJams.com. We have another great show we want you to hear, coming to you live from the Commodore Grille, West End. You're going to be listening to Debbie Champion's Songwriter Round. Great entertainment, great shows. Make sure you check it out in person. If not, listen to it live each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at WFMCJams.com.
You are listening to WFMC Jams.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com.
Stay focused. Now that's a major key alert.
Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Today we decided to walk to school. At the corner, we waited to cross the street.
The stoplight counted down. 15.
And now the Songwriters Round at the Commodore Grill on NSR Live.
Jerry Calderon.
Thank you very much.
Debbie and I figure if we stand and Terry sits, we're all about the same height. That kind of works, you know?
Right, right. That's a little strategy. Using a little strategy.
I want to thank some friends for coming out tonight. And I also want to give a shout out to my sister who's watching this live on the webcast. So,
Hey, Joan.
Hiya, Joan.
There you go. Everybody's in a country craze. They all group to tunes about t-shirts and tailgates.
Pops you up, pops you up,
Pops you up,
pops you up.
Ain't nothing wrong with today's new sound. Lots about girls partying down.
Pops you up, pops you up, pops you up, pops you up.
But if you've ever walked the floor, then you know what country music's for. It helps to have a heartache. Helps to a heartache. You need to know firsthand the trouble that can come between a woman and a man. That twang's got to cause a pain, or it won't mean a thing. You got to feel that steel guitar, and it helps to have a heartache. Tim's girl left him all alone. He cried just like that lonesome whistle moan. When Bobby walked out on Sue, she never felt more like singing the blues. 'Cause when your baby's done you wrong, misery finds company in a country song. It helps to have a heartache. Helps to have a heartache. You need to know firsthand the trouble that can come between a woman and a man. Twang's got to cause a pain, or it won't mean a thing. You got to feel that steel. It helps to have a heartache. It won't mean a thing to you if that twang don't cause a pain. To really feel that steel guitar, it helps to have a heartache. To really feel that steel guitar, it helps to have a heartache. Heartache, 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 heartache.
Janet Sheehan.
Woo! Oh, thank y'all very much.
Here's Debbie Robbins.
I think we're actually
We're
going to
gonna
have
do a
Terry
little
Calderon
in
here.
a certain order, if that's cool. It'll be
Sorry,
nice.
what?
We're doing a different order. I'm next on the hit parade here.
Well, then here's Terry Calderon.
Okay.
Yeah, they always liked her best. So.
No, you didn't. She didn't say that. Now you're making my other personality come out. Stop it. When everything goes wrong, you and I, we keep it going strong. Every day we just keep moving on. 'Cause we're alright. Two small kids at home, one more on the way. Not much time for you and I these days, but that's okay. When everything goes wrong, you and I, we keep it going strong. Every day we just keep moving on, 'cause we're alright. Jobs may come and go, to this month alone, just as long as we keep the lights on, we'll be fine. When everything goes wrong, you and I, we keep it going strong. Every day we just keep moving on, 'cause we're alright. As long as we're together and loving like we do, there's nothing in this whole wide world we can't get through. When everything goes wrong, you and I, we keep it going strong. Every day we just keep moving on, 'cause we're alright. 'Cause we're alright. 'Cause we're alright. Yes, we're alright. Yes, we're alright.
Way to go, Terry.
Woo, go Terry.
Conrad. And now this is Debbie Robbins.
Actually, we're going to go back to Jan.
Oh, I'm not going to say anything else.
See, you thought you were in charge, Debbie. Y'all, Debbie Champion has done this
I've never
for
thought
us.
that.
Come on, y'all. Give it up.
Yeah.
Woo! Without Debbie, none of us would be here.
For how long? I mean,
she's a legend
over 15
in this
years
town.
I've been here.
far out.
How long?
15 years.
15 years. Debbie Champion, the legend.
Thank you, Debbie.
It's because I'm old.
So are we.
Take a number.
So are we. Well, I ain't got no more loving for you. I've given you all the love I'm going to. You played me for a fool, and that you know. Now I'm telling you where to go. I ain't got no
more loving for you.
Oh, I ain't got no more tears for you, babe. I've cried all the tears I'm going to, babe. Baby, you got what you wanted. You're gone and I'm broken hearted. I ain't got no more tears for you, Oh, I ain't got no more loving, no kissing, no hugging, no tears in my eyes. I'm not crying over you. giving my love to you. I ain't got no more loving for you. I've given you all the love I'm going to. Baby, you got what you wanted. You're gone and I'm broken hearted. Now I ain't got no more loving. No, I ain't got no more loving for you. Woo, yeah. That's a love song.
Now it's Debbie Robbins.
That's a love song. That's the backside of love, though. I don't. That's not coming in the door there.
There's what coming in the door? Did you say a bad word?
Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, but she would not graduate. She began to show, so they sent her away. But the football king, he got a scholarship and was welcomed into the fellowship. Well, Lori gave life to a little boy with her last name, her pride and joy. Woman, giver of life to those who'd hold you down and put you in your place. Woman, you are fire and ice, tempered steel, all wrapped up. Woman, giver of life to those who'd hold you down and put you in your place, in your place. Hey, woman, you are fire and ice, tempered steel, all wrapped up in dainty lace.
Debbie Robbins.
Thank you. Thank you. I wrote that about women.
I never knew that.
And you've been singing it for so long.
So for a number of years.
She's sharp. She teaches school.
I'm really sharp.
Scary thought.
I wrote this song
Those
here with
impressionable minds.
I'm going to sing again, right? No. No.
No, you're
Terry
not.
Calderon's going to.
It's Terry Calderon's
I
turn.
was you and me. We're wrong.
I let them make up the list, so I just do what they tell me.
This song I usually sing harmony on, but I'm gonna sing. That's why I have a cheat sheet up here. I'm gonna sing the melody, and hopefully I won't go into somebody's part.
No, she means hopefully I won't go into somebody's part.
That's why she's way on the other side. I'm just kidding. Told time, won't you come back? Won't you come back? But it wouldn't listen. Oh, time, won't you come back now? Won't you come back now? Yeah, yeah. I made my mistakes then, didn't know the stakes then. I was playing my games when friends tried to tell me I wouldn't listen. I let you get away. All the time I was wasting, your heart was breaking. I didn't realize I took you for granted. Didn't know what chance was. When you left I cried. Then I told time, come back. Won't you come back? But it wouldn't listen. Oh, time, won't you come back now? Won't you come back now? Yeah. Oh, come back. Oh, come back. Now that I'm older, I'm thinking over all the things I've done. I wish I could change things, just rearrange things. I wouldn't be missing someone, but I told time, won't you come back? Won't you come back? But it wouldn't listen. Oh, time, won't you come back now? Won't you come back now? Yeah. Oh, time, won't you come back? Won't you come back? But it didn't listen. Oh, time, won't you come back now? Won't you come back now? Yeah.
Terry Calderon.
That was a Hail Mary, wasn't it? Thank you. Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary, Terry.
Yeah. It's Debbie Robbins' turn again.
See how we did that, Debbie?
I'm totally following you.
It's a mystery.
We're a mystery.
This here song is Go When Love Is Forever. It's a love song.
Really? But it really is.
Ernie worked at the corner gas station in my little hometown. Had a heart of gold, no formal education. education, must have been 20 or thereabout. Ernie had a smile and an eye for Ellie, homecoming queen of 83. Ellie had a thing for a football king. Ernie didn't have a chance or a diamond ring. Life left Ellie with a broken heart and a baby in her arms. Ernie never gave up hope. Ellie would love him someday. 'Cause oh, when love is forever, oh, forever is worth the wait. Oh, when love is forever, you just keep keeping on, keeping the faith. Ellie had a car and a baby seat she found down at the Goodwill store. Ernie made sure they had enough to eat. He always left something at Ellie's door. Little by little, Ellie saw light in Ernie's eyes. She gave him an invitation to a dance. He gave her carnations and he held her hand. Oh, when love is forever, oh, forever is worth the wait. Oh, when love is forever, you just keep keeping on, keeping the faith. Now Ellie knows love in a brand new light. She and the baby kiss Ernie goodnight. Don't think Ernie ever had a doubt how his love and his life would turn out. 'Cause oh, when love is forever, oh, forever is worth the wait. Oh, when love is forever, you just keep keeping on, keeping the faith. Oh, when love is, oh, forever is worth the wait. Oh, when love is forever, you just keep keeping on, keeping the faith. Oh, when love is forever, oh, forever is worth the wait. Oh, when love is forever, you just keep keeping on, keeping the faith. Thank you. Okay, it's kind of a happy little song, and then this is a song I wrote shortly after I lost my father. It's a long time ago, and I wrote this song with Pam Belford and Angel Pontier. Will you fix that for me?
All right, so get out the razor blades, y'all. It's what we call a wrist slitter. And I don't mean to diss that because I know it's about her dad. But it is.
That's the human tuner there. That's nice. Tuna!
A human tuna? You've called her a lot of things, but I've never heard you call her that.
The human tuna.
Human tuna.
The house is too quiet, the clock is too loud. It's driving me out of my mind. Some days are better, some days are worse, and sometimes it takes all my strength to get by. I miss you most in the morning. Maybe I always will. Losing you put a hole in my life that time will never fill. I'm learning to live with a broken heart, learning to smile when I hear your name, perfecting the art of falling apart and hiding the pain. Saying goodbye is only a start in learning to live with a broken heart. Sometimes remembering feels like a friend, and sometimes it's best to forget. I've come to accept the way that it is, but I can't let go of the good times just yet. I go to work each morning, hang out with the girls at night, but company don't love misery, so I let them think I'm alright. I'm learning to live with a broken heart, learning to smile when I hear your name, perfecting the art of falling apart and hiding the pain. Saying goodbye was only the start in learning to live with a broken heart. I'm learning to live with a broken heart.
That was beautiful, Debbie. Aren't these girls great?
Well, thank you. Aren't you all too kind?
I don't get them in here very often. It's hard to get them scheduled with me, but y'all are so awesome. We played.
Thank you.
Y'all played my rounds for whatever, about 24, 25 years.
Easily.
Yeah.
More like 100.
So I appreciate it very much, and I love you all very much.
I was only 9 at the time
appreciate
when we
you.
first started.
You should dock her nose as well.
Every done this, I'll duck and cover.
So did I tell you my sister's watching this from Tallahassee, Florida?
Yes.
Hi, Joan. Hi, Joan. Everybody say hi, Joan.
And that's compliments of Brian Howell
Yes,
from
Brian.
WFMC
Yeah.
Jams.
Woo-hoo. All right, here's a little song I wrote with one of my favorite co-writers years ago. A 6-pack of Corona. Oh, definitely. Y'all can get up and dance around or whatever.
You're killing
really.
me here.
You're killing me here. Would you like to fly a kite in the moonlight? Would you like to take a walk in the rain? Would you like to do things, just me and you things? Would you like to fly a kite in the moonlight? I'll live fast, love hard, that's what I say. You've got to live, you've got to love and laugh every day. You don't need another, I could be your lover. Oh, my darling, I will ask you again. Would you like to fly a kite in the moonlight? Would you like to sit in the grass, sip from a glass of champagne? Would you like to do things, just me and you things? Would you like to fly a kite in the moonlight? Would you like to go romancing? Try a little table dancing. Take a balloon across the ocean to a land far away. Did you say you like to cha-cha? Or was it the tango? How about a moonlight sonata? I'd like to
the sun and the mango.
Would you like to fly a kite in the moonlight? Would you like to sit in the grass, sip from a glass of champagne? Or would you like to do things, just me and you things? Would you like to fly a kite in the moonlight? Would you like to fly a kite in the moonlight? Would you like to fly a kite in the moonlight? Cha cha cha.
Jan Sham.
Oh yeah. Jan Sham. Y'all are wonderful. We'll just stay up here all night. Thank you.
We got one more.
Actually, y'all have two more.
Two more?
Oh, good. So
Two more. You gotta get that removed. Two more.
Is that okay?
Yeah. We can do it.
Kinda,
All
sorta.
right, we'll do it.
This one is a cappella. No, that's not an island near the Galapagos. Somebody asked me that. Didn't that lady right there? So, you ready? Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. Way down.
How I love you so.
Way down.
To my very soul.
Way down.
Oh, you'll never know how I love you way down. A long time ago I thought my life was in control. More happiness I'd never know until you came around. I know now what I did not then, how when life knocks you on the chin, love makes you get back up again for the love you found. Oh baby, way down, how I love you so, way down, to my very soul, way down. Oh, you'll never know how I love you way down. I never knew how love could be, how it can save you totally, bring you right down to your knees, warms all the way down. There's nothing that real love can't do. It gives you hope and sees you through. When you feel it, it touches you all the way, way down. How I feel it way down. How I love you so way down to my very soul way down. You'll never know how I love you way down. How I love you so way down to my very soul way down. Oh, you'll never know how I love you way down. How I love you way down.
Woo! Thank you. Woo. So we got one more.
No church.
And I appreciate you girls coming out so much.
Thank you.
Aren't they
Appreciate
wonderful?
you having us.
Aren't they wonderful? Give it up for them.
All right. This song, the last one and this one I wrote a long time ago, this one was about, it's more of a rah-rah, don't ever give up on what you want to be doing. Even if you're doing a job that you don't necessarily like, at some point you got to do something that you like and for yourself. If you have a dream of writing or singing or playing or being a motorcycle mom, I don't care what it is. Picking beans in Ecuador, I don't care where it is. Just do what you think. Yes, I have. Anyway, so that's what this is about. Finally, I see us moving to another shore. Now I know what years of playing this guitar was for. Going to a different place, a different way of moving, not so softly down these narrow streets, twisting, winding all the way.
As we're together with our hands outstretched by reaching out or pulling in when we get a little too close to the edge. It ain't over till you're dead. It ain't over till they cover up your head. As long as you still put your pants on one leg at a time, hear the laughter of a child, feel the edge of one thin dime. It ain't over till you're dead.
Well, we've made it this far, and we still keep it going, no matter what's ahead, or what's behind, or what life keeps a throwing. Cause we've learned to duck and hit and punch, and walk away from things that try to slow us down, or make us even further behind.
We see the light ahead, keeps on glowing brightly, shining constantly to remind us, always look ahead. Cause it ain't over till you're dead. It ain't over till they cover up your head. As long as you still put your pants on one leg at a time, hear the laughter of a child, feel the edge of one thin dime. It ain't over till you're dead. It ain't over till they cover up your head. As long as you still put your pants on one leg at a time, hear the laughter of a child, feel the edge of one thin dime. It ain't over till you're dead. It ain't over. It ain't over. It ain't over. It ain't over till you're dead.
Are they awesome?
Never forget.
Jen Shim, Debbie Robbins, Jerry Calder.
Debbie.
That was
Thank you.
awesome. Thank you, girls.
Thank you all.
That's why I call it the Girl Power Round. Awesome job, girls. Well, that concludes our Writers' Night. I want to thank all of you for coming out, all the talent that played. Y'all be sure to take good care of our waitresses, Brandy, Jamie, and Stasia, our bartender, Cindy. And y'all have a wonderful night. I'll see you tomorrow. We got Hall of Fame songwriter Jerry Foster here tomorrow, so I hope you'll come out. God bless you. Thank you, Brian Howell. WFMCJams.com on Sunday nights at the Commodore. Thank you, y'all.